Welcome into the Pro Football Chase podcast. It's Isaac Signs with you, and joining me for an interview this afternoon is San Diego State cornerback Luke Barcoo. So, Luke, you just wrapped up your college career at San Diego State, and I know you've been training ahead of the NFL draft coming up in April. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Just excited to be able to be in the position that I'm in, be able to put myself in a position to be successful, so I'm excited.
All right, Luke, as I do with most of these interviews, I like to go back to your high school days and how you started your football career. I saw that you actually played both ways at Castle Park High School in Chula Vista, California, and ended up attending Grossmont College, where you played wide receiver and defensive back. Can you talk about what went into your decision to start off at Grossmont?
So it was a long journey for me, this whole process. I started off, facing a lot of adversity. Actually, I faced a lot of adversity throughout my entire life, but that's where it all started in high school. I ended up messing up my hamstring my senior year of high school, and I was leading the nation in several different categories and stuff like that. So I kind of just ended up falling off. I got hurt, and then I was going through some personal problems at the time that contributed to that. So I just kind of went through a dark phase of my life where I faced a lot of depression and anxiety and stuff like that. So once I was able to overcome that and get my mind right and get back on track, I decided I still wanted to play football. I had a strong love for the game, and I knew that's what I wanted to do. So I kind of just chose to go to the JC route because that's really the only opportunity I had at the time, and I just wanted a second chance at it. So that's what made me go to Grossmont College.
How did Grossmont football help your development and maturity both on and off the field?
It gave me a second chance, like I said before, and also it put me around some good people, and I was able to learn quickly and face more adversity. Also, when I got to Grossmont College, so just going through the experience again and just me being able to open up and just learn new things and face new difficulties and learn to adapt to those, it just molded me into a better person and a better player.
Who are some people in your life that help keep you level-headed when adversity strikes?
I would say I'm more of a self-made person. I mean, I have people that are there for me, but I don't really look for others. I like to handle things on my own. So, first and foremost, I want to say God, and then second is just my mom. My mom's always been there for me. She's a very strong woman, and she's just been that role model, that father figure, I would say, in my life growing up. So I would say just God and my mom.
Gotcha. Now, you transferred to San Diego State ahead of your junior season and played in 11 games for the Aztecs. You recorded 20 tackles, 1 interception, 4 pass breakups, and a quarterback hurry. How would you characterize your transition from a JUCO to a D1 program?
I would just say just getting comfortable, getting adapted, learning a completely new system. Grossmont is JUCO football, community college football. It's a cool experience. It gives you a second chance, but it's not really too much structure and not too much help. But when you get to San Diego State, a blue collar type of school where they expect a lot from you, in all aspects of the game and the classroom and just everything you do to being accountable, just on time to everything. It's just a completely different atmosphere to be in. So I just getting adapted to that and getting accustomed to that was the biggest transition for me. So that was my first year. Was just kind of a learning experience.
Well, you started 13 games in 2019, posting 55 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, half a sack, 9 interceptions, and 16 pass breakups. You led the Aztecs in interceptions and passes defended. And now, get this, Luke, your 9 interceptions were the most in a season in San Diego State's Division I history. So you really put together a strong resume this past season. What factors played into your breakout campaign?
Just knowing that this is my last shot, my senior season, this is the last opportunity that I have to leave my mark and leave my legacy there, and just to show people who I am and what I'm capable of doing. And after having that season, I still feel like I left a lot on the field, and I'm excited to bring that into to my next season and just pretty much show more of what I can do. So just being and staying ready for it is what I'm working on right now.
Now, you also led the nation in passes defended per game with 1.92 and total passes defended, tied for the lead in interceptions with 9 and interceptions per game, tied for second in pass breakups with 16. A lot of people look at you, Luke, and you're kind of flying under the radar right now. Why should you be on the minds of NFL general managers in terms of what your potential is to be an NFL cornerback?
I feel like honestly, I feel like I'm one of the best in this draft class. I feel like I am under the radar. A lot of people don't see it, but I feel like I have the production and I have the athletic ability to be a great corner in the NFL. And unfortunately, I am flying under the radar. I didn't get invited to the combine, and then my pro day got canceled because of this virus going around. So I am definitely missing out on a lot of opportunities, but I'm excited for what your future holds, and I'm excited to show everybody what I can do. So it's not, this is, like I said, I face a lot of adversity. This is nothing new to me. For me, it's something I face my whole life, and I've always had to take this route. So if God wants me to do, if this is the route God has for me, I'm all for it. But I am confident that in this upcoming season or in the future that everybody is going to get to know exactly who I am and what I bring to the table.
Well, you also had more accolades to your name, Luke, as you were named a second-team Walter Camp All-American and a third-team Associated Press All-American. And also, you became the first Aztec defensive back in program history to earn Walter Camp All-America honors. So what do those honors mean to you as you now prepare for the NFL?
It just only adds to my confidence, just knowing that somebody recognizes the things I was able to accomplish, and it just gives me motivation to want to garner more accolades and accomplish more things in my life. So it's exciting to know that I have some type of recognition. It just motivates me to acquire future success.
At 6'1", 175-plus pounds, you got some length as a corner, and you know at the next level you're going to be facing a lot of dynamic wide receivers, speedy receivers, possession receivers. What makes you confident in your ability to lock down those wideouts in man-to-man, zone, and all other coverages that you're going to be asked to do in the NFL?
Well, I'm super confident in what I can do athletically. I feel like during this offseason, I was able to put on a lot more weight, get a lot stronger, a lot faster, and just build my confidence up. So, and I also feel like I have the body type that allows me to cover. It doesn't really matter what type of receiver I'm going against. I feel like I have the athletic ability and the body type that allows me to cover them all. So I'm just excited to show NFL coaches what I can do and show them that I could lock these guys down and compete with these guys at a high level. So I'm just excited to get out there and do that.
Luke, what intangibles do you bring to the table? How can you help better an NFL franchise with your leadership and your discipline?
I'm very disciplined, I would say, and I bring great leadership. For me, leadership comes with leader by example, and I do a great job of that. I'm a vocal guy as well, but I like to pretty much put it on the table and show exactly how it's done and how you're supposed to do it. I like to lead by example.
As you mentioned, the San Diego State Pro Day was canceled. How have you been training during this offseason? I'm sure it's been interesting with everything unfolding, but have you been training with a particular company? Are you training out on your own? What's that process been like?
So when I was up in, I trained after the season ended. I went up to Florida, Bomberitos in Miami to train. I was in a really good program. A lot of notable people have trained there and stuff like that, so they kind of know about it. But I was there for 2 months, and then I came back down here to finish up training just for my pro day with another coach out here named DC Athletics. I was training with him for a little bit, and then everything with him got canceled due to the virus. So all the facilities were being shut down and stuff like that. So at the moment, I'm training on my own. I kind of just took the same regimen that I was using up there in Florida. I kind of just potted it down, and I've been following that script. But I got a few coaches that I've been working with privately, like at private facilities that I can't really mention, but I've been working there with them and doing pretty much my little workout. I just been using their facility to do the same resume and workout that I was doing up there in Florida. So I've definitely been working hard. I've been getting some good work, and I feel more than ready.
Where do you stand in terms of your 40-yard dash, vertical, broad jump? Are you pretty content with where you're at right now?
Yeah, so my numbers are actually incredible. That's why I was a little devastated that my pro day got canceled, because that's one thing I want to show that a lot of teams, I feel like, or coaches or players, just people that don't know about me, is that my intangibles and my measurements are pretty insane. So what I'm doing is I'm conducting a personal pro day this upcoming Friday, and it's gonna pretty much display all that stuff, and so guys do actually get a chance to see. I mean, I know it's not in person, and I know it's not. Coaches aren't able to see it in person, but I feel like the video is going to still allow them to accurately witness what I'm able to accomplish.
Now, I know he is no longer a part of the football program at San Diego State, but How grateful are you for Rocky Long and the impact he had on the trajectory of your career?
Rocky Long was an incredible coach. I'm glad I was able to encounter him, and I'm glad he was able to coach me because he's taught me a lot for sure, and he's brought a lot out of me, and I love being around Coach Rocky Long, and I love being a player for him.
Now, Luke, as you come across more NFL scouts and GMs, I know that they're turning to the entire Zoom, phone calls. I'm sure leading up to April's draft, you're going to be in communication with some other NFL teams. What do you want them to know about yourself as you show up on day one and make a strong impression for NFL teams?
Just by giving it my all. Wherever I go, every team I've ever been on, I've always been one of the hardest workers. So like I said, I'm gonna lead by example, and I'm going to be one of the hardest workers they ever had. And I'm just going to do all the right things and just show them that I deserve to be there. And I am that player that people were overlooking, and I am one of the best players they ever seen.
Well, Luke, thanks again, man, for taking the time to join the podcast this afternoon. I sincerely wish you the best moving forward during this odd time with everything being canceled and shut down. I hope that you get the opportunity that you deserve, brother.
Appreciate that so much.
All right, take care and God bless.
God bless as well.